his children in their darkest hour. He'll see us through every day as our faith keeps growing, and use it to bless someone we find hope in knowing. Turn every test into a testimony. Help someone who's going through a time so dark and lonely. Shout to the world, lift our voice in victory, and turn every test into a testimony. Gotta tell the good news, I've gotta let it out, of what he's done for me. Can't keep it to myself. Thank God he set me free. Yes, he did.
Stand up and testify.
Testify. Turn every test into a testimony. Help someone who's going through a time so dark and lonely. Shout to the world, lift our voice in victory, and turn every test into a testimony. Shout to the world, lift our voice in victory, and turn every test into a testimony.
And good morning out there. This is Chuck Bryant from the Chuck Bryant Show, getting things started a little bit more. Let's get going with some great songs this morning on the WOTG Radio Network on the Chuck Bryant Show.
She was just a little widow down from Moab. All she'd ever known was much despair. But then one day she found a field to glean in. Little Ruth could not believe what happened there. She met a man and he said, I'll be your kinsman. He paid the price to make sure she was redeemed. And if we gave her the chance to tell her story, this is what she'd say, I do believe. I am now a member of the family. I was received for another person's sake. I know that I'm unworthy of this privilege, but grace was extended, mercy was granted by someone who loved me, and Boaz was his name. He lived in Lodabar, a hopeless cripple. All he'd ever known was much despair. But then one day he was summoned to the palace. Mephibosheth was amazed when he got there. He fell before the king expecting judgment, but David showed him kindness and mercy. And if we gave him the chance to tell his story, this is what he'd say, I do believe. I am now a member of the family. I was received for another person's sake. I know that I'm unworthy of this privilege, but grace was extended, mercy was granted by someone who loved me, and David was his name. I was just a poor lost sinner trapped in bondage. All I'd ever known was much despair. But then one day a Savior went to Calvary. I never shall forget what happened there. He shed his blood and he died to pay my sin debt. Was buried in a little garden tomb, but he rose up from the grave on Easter morning, and now this is my testimony too. I am now a member of the family. I was received for another person's sake. I know that I'm unworthy of this privilege, but grace was extended, mercy was granted by someone who loves me, and Jesus was his name. I know that I'm unworthy of this privilege, but grace was extended, mercy was granted by someone who loved me, and Jesus Jesus was his name.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, it has been a week. I did not plan on being off. I got sick, and then we've had all kinds of crashes here as we started the morning show up. Got up one morning last week, and the main computer that we use to do our broadcast on had crashed. And it's the one that I have all the music on and everything else. So we had to do a data recovery, pulled all the music out, put it back into the system, create all the Windows updates, and that took forever. And by Thursday, we were up and running, but we still had another 200 and something updates to go. So we got all that installed, tried to do it on Friday morning, and by the time I got everything the way I wanted it, everything was not working right. So it took the rest of the weekend to get it going. Had to go up and get Alan Presley's new system up and running, and then we started trying to get everything ready for this week. We had a flood. We had something else going. You name it, it's happened. We're here. That's the main thing. I am so glad that you've tuned in today on the Chuck Bryant Show and Friends, and we have got some treats for you today. Matter of fact, I think I even got my good friends pointed to that's going to be popping by. Hold on just a second.
Hey folks, this is Daniel Riley with Gold City. Stay tuned for the very best in Southern gospel music right here on WOTG Radio.
Oh, Gold City popped in. Oh, great. Let's do a little Randy Nichols and Amy from Appointed To. Let's get those microphones up and let's get them cranked wide open.
It was a story of grace, the pain on his face that brought me to the foot of the cross. A lasting impression, there came forth confession from an old boy whose soul was lost. I was destined for death when he heard my request, and the blood was applied to my sins. I cast all my cares with one simple prayer. Jesus, he took me in. He took me in. Nobody else would even look my way. He took me in, and all I had to do was humble down to pray. The process of love came from above and carried me from where I'd been. Now that I'm home, I want you to know that Jesus, he took me in. If struggles and strife have overtaken your life and you feel like you're weighted down, hopelessly hoping, just trying to cope with, and not really ever gaining ground. Well, my friend, let me say that I know a way from the bottom to the top you can win. God has a plan, he's extended his hands. Jesus, he'll take you in, 'cause he took me in. Nobody else would even look my way. He took me in. All I had to do was humble down to pray. Process of love came from above and carried me from where I've been. Now that I'm whole, I want you to know, Jesus, he took me in. Now that I'm whole, I want the whole world to know, Jesus,
friends over at Appointed to getting things ready to go this morning. And we got a very special song that's going to be coming up here on the broadcast here in just a little bit. So you'd probably want to stay tuned. We got a new song that we're going to be debuting this morning. We've been running it over on the WOTG radio network, but we're going to bring it in, and we're just waiting for everybody to get in here this morning. Let's kick some things up this morning with a little Chuck Hancock. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. There we go. A little Christian country here on the WOTG
So many
radio
years I
network.
spent my time where lights are low and dim. Dingy, smoke-filled honky-tonks was where I tried to live. I climbed inside a bottle just to hide the shame. When I hit rock bottom, grace called out my name. Jesus broke that bottle I was in. I gave up on old Jack Daniels. Jim Beam was not my friend. My eyes are on the road ahead and not on where I've been. Since Jesus broke that bottle I was in. My life is so much better now since Jesus rescued me. I'm thankful for the blood he shed on a hill called Calvary. Now I don't need that bottle since it took me to my knees. With just a prayer, grace was there, and thank God now I'm free. Jesus broke that bottle I was in. I gave up on old Jack Daniels. Jim Beam was not my friend. My eyes are on the road ahead and not on where I've been. Since Jesus broke that bottle I was in. I was in. I gave up on old Jack Daniels. Jim Beam was not my friend. My eyes are on the road ahead and not on where I've been. Since Jesus broke that bottle I was in. My eyes are on the road ahead and not on where I've been. Since Jesus broke that bottle I was in. Since Jesus broke that bottle I was in.
Wow, so good that Jesus broke that bottle. That way I don't have to drink that stuff anymore. Amen, hallelujah. You are on the Chuck Bryant Show here on the WOTG radio network. Great news. As you see my banners out there, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Skype, Google Plus, out of here, and so many more awesome things that we're on. But now, not just on YouTube, not just on Apple TV, not just on Roku, but now we're on Fire Stick and Google Chrome or Chromecast, whichever it may be. I own them all, but I don't keep up with them all. Well, next up, we've got a little treat here from you from Celebrity King and Jesus Hold My Hand.
pilgrim land, there is a friend who walks with me. Leads me safely through the sinking sand. It is the Christ of Calvary. This would be my prayer, dear Lord, each day to help me do the best I can. For I need thy light to guide for day and night. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Jesus, hold my hand. I need thee every hour. Through this pilgrim land, protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea. Oh Lord, yes, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Setting of the sun, lead me safely to a land of rest. If I a crown of life have won, I have put my faith in thee, dear Lord, that I may reach the golden strand. There's no other friend on whom I can depend. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Jesus, hold my hand. Through this pilgrim land, protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea. Oh Lord, yes, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand.
And that was Mr. King here on the WOTG Radio Network. Next up, great friends of mine, a Maintenance Road Quartet.
One day Jesus was walking, and the man had called him out. He said, Lord, I beseech thee, for I know what you're about. Jesus said, I command thee, devils you must flee. Those spirits fled, that's why they went, giving God the victory. For God's still making miracles each and every day. You just got to trust him, believe in what he says. You can search the world for answers, but he's the only way. God's still making miracles each and every day. He was heading for a city to raise a child from the dead. While approaching the village, a woman touched his garment threads. Then he cried out, who has touched me? For I know that virtue's here. For by your faith you are healed today. Your issues disappeared. For God's still making miracles each and every day. You just got to trust him, believe in what he says. You can search the world for answers, but he's the only way. God's still making miracles each and every day. Now you've heard the many stories about the miracles he's done. He made the lame to walk again and healed a man with only mud. But the greatest thing I know he's done is when he died on Calvary. For God's still making miracles for even you and me. Yes, God's still making miracles each and every day. You just got to trust him, believe in what he says. You can search the world for answers, but he's the only way. God's still making miracles each and every
answers, but he's the only way. God's still making miracles each and every day. God's still making miracles each and every day.
And that was my good friends Emmaus Road Court here in Tunnel Hill, Georgia. And they're on tour right now. Get a hold of Emmaus Road Quartet. Next up is the Gospel Cousins and the Bloodline here on the WOTG Radio Network on the Chuck Bryant and Friends, coming to you live from the WOTG Radio Network studios.
Even though my spirit's low and it seems I can hardly go, but still I see victory. Many times I'm walking by faith, I can't see what lies before me, but still I see victory. I just gotta tell you, Satan, you can't cross the bloodline, because I'm covered by his blood. You may stare and you may fight, but you're gonna lose this battle tonight. 'Cause remember, you can't cross the bloodline. Sometimes our battles get hard and it seems we're fighting a lot. Oh, I remember I'm standing on the rock. So, Satan, if I were you, I'd turn around and give up too, 'cause I do believe you're going to lose. I just gotta tell you, Satan, you can't cross the bloodline, because I'm covered by his blood. You may stare and you may fight, but you're gonna lose this battle tonight. 'Cause remember, you can't cross the bloodline. You may stare and you may fight, but you're gonna lose this battle tonight. 'Cause remember, you can't cross the bloodline. You must remember, you can't cross the bloodline.
No, I don't know how many times the enemy tries to cross that bloodline, but you know that 3 nails, I said 3 nails in a piece of wood, created our salvation. It was the precious blood of the Lamb that was slain for us to have eternity in heaven with our Father. Can you imagine being here? And I'm getting chills just talking about it right now. Can you imagine, like the song says, only if I can imagine walking with Jesus and you get 101 with the Master? Whew. I don't know about you, but man, there's something under that bloodline. Next up, my good friend, Pastor Greg Finch up there at the church. WOTG will be on site the day that they opened up the new church. I'm going to talk with Pastor Finch, and we will be broadcasting live from that little bitty church on Georgia 2 all the way out in the middle of nowhere. Next up, Under the Blood by Pastor Greg Finch.
died long ago.
Sorry, that is the wrong name on that. That's Garrett Finch. I apologize for that.
Making me feel low. And he brought up thoughts of hurt and pain when I had gone astray. And he wanted to discourage me as I walked along my way. And he said, you're undeserving, 'cause I know where you've been. I have a record of your life when you were bound by sin. And I know your darkest secrets that you would never tell. What makes you think you don't deserve a place with me in hell? Well, I heard the old accuser, and this was my reply. You're right for all the things I've done. I sure deserve to die. My righteousness is filthy rags. My goodness is unclean. There's only one thing I can say to what you've said to me. It's under thy blood. Oh, praise his dear name. I'm not what I used to be. My life's been changed, not shackled by sin and shame. It's already gone. I'm happy reminding him it's under the blood. Now victory was given me when I was born again. He washed my stained and sinful past and put new life within. And no longer do I bear the mark that sin I brought my way. With happiness and peace of mind, praise God, I now can say it's under thy blood. Oh, praise his dear name. I'm not what I used to be. My life's been changed and not shackled by sin and shame. It's already gone. I'm happy reminding him it's under the blood. Oh, it's under the blood. Oh, praise his dear name. I'm not what I used to be. My life's been changed, not shackled by sin and shame. It's already gone. I'm happy reminding him it's under the blood. It's under the blood of Jesus. It's under the blood.
And I made a mistake on that song, and I do apologize for that. And we had a little bit of reverb, but I believe it was on that song. Next up, I got a little few songs in this morning on our email this morning, and a good friend of mine by the name of Russ. I cannot pronounce your last name, Nugaham or something like that. I do apologize. But let's take a look at this. Listen to this new song this morning.
Oh, I've been so many places. I've traveled all around. Oh, I've seen so many faces, from smiles to frowns. I've been blessed beyond measure with a loving family. Got so many things to treasure. There's really nothing else I need. Yeah. Oh, my memories surround me of loved ones that's gone. Oh, I miss them so dearly, but life goes on. Now as I look in the mirror at the lines in my face, I'm reminded of my lifetime and God's amazing grace. Oh, yeah. But none of this will matter when my life on earth is done, and I walk into the presence of the Father and the Son, and I hear Jesus say, well done. Come on in, you've won. But I've been waiting for you. There's so much to see and do. Your new life has just begun. Yes, I'll hear Jesus say, well done. Come on in, you've won. But I've been waiting for you. There's so much to see and do. Your new life has just begun. Will you hear Jesus say, well done? Come on in, you've won. But I've been waiting for you. There's so much to see and do. Your new life has just begun. But I've been waiting for you. There's so much to see and do. Your new life has just begun. Yeah.
Check out this new song that's coming up. This is from the Journeys, and Donna sent it over to me this morning. Let's take a listen.
I met a relative not long ago, and after we had said our first hello, she said, you look exactly like your dad. I know that it would make him glad. You see, your actions are just the same as you proudly carry on his name. And as I heard her say to me once more, as she was walking out the door, you're looking more like your father. Every time I look at you, the way you talk, the way you walk your walk, it's just exactly like he would do. You have his glow shining from your eyes, and to me it's really no surprise. You have his spirit and his gentle ways. You're looking like your father more these days. Now if the world decides to look at me, I just wonder what it is they'll see. Will it be reflections of God's face? Will they see his mercy and his grace? Lord, let your love flow out from me to the people that I see. And as we meet and part from day to day, I'm hoping this is what they'll
walk the way you walk, you walk.
It's just exactly like he would do. You have his glow shining from your eyes, and to me it's really no surprise. You have his spirit and his gentle ways. You're looking like your father more these days. You have his spirit and his gentle ways. You're looking like your father more these days.
And that was The Journey. Sorry about the sound. I've been hearing that we're a little muffled and everything else, but trying to get everything back to the first day that we've actually broadcast. I can see where that's happening. We'll be working on the sounds and trying to get them leveled back out. Hey, guys, it's just great to be with you. The time is flying as we're going through this morning on the program, and it is just awesome to be back here behind the mic. As you've noticed, North Georgia, there is a depression that is coming across. I was talking to Marty on yesterday, and he was telling me that they got a lot of snow over there in Durango. And I was talking with Pastor Mario, and they've been getting a lot of rain. And it's just something about the 7 days of solid rain. I've lived in Florida, and I still cannot believe how much rain that we're actually getting around here. The little creek that's out beside our apartment where we live at is just rising. It normally, with all the rain, it never rises. But you know what? We got a God that'll take care of all of our needs. Here on the WOTG radio network, I got a very special song for you this morning. I want y'all to tell me who's singing this.
God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. When people consider you a nobody, he will just wait and they will see. Oh yeah, yeah, God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. He's in the process of making you a somebody for all the world to see. Just look at Paul. He was a mean hombre, tried to kill them all. Every Christian he could see. Well, who would have thought an apostle he'd be, raised up to change the world? Never underestimate the power of God. His love will transform you. God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. When people consider you a nobody, he will just wait and they will see. Oh yeah, yeah, God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. He's in the process of making you a somebody for all the world to see. We don't deep inside. It hurts so bad with fear and strife. Oh, well, it's driving me wild. Well, once I was drowning in the sea of hell, and now I'm lifted out. The victory is won, Jesus brought me along. Praise God, I'm on the other side. God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. If people consider you a nobody, will just wait and they will see. Oh yeah, yeah, God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. He's in the process of making you a somebody for all the world to see. God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. People consider you a nobody, will just wait and they will see. Oh yeah, yeah, God has a habit of picking up a nobody and making them somebody. He's in the process of making you a somebody for all the world to see. God is in the process of making somebody for all the world to see.
And that CD that I just posted up there to where y'all could see it is the latest CD, and she has wrote a book. Miss Rochelle is awesome. I cannot pronounce her last name, and I'm not even going to. Dawn Scott, and she's been with us a long time. She got a song that I love, but she had asked us that one this morning by request. So I went ahead and played it. I hadn't played Sunshine Road in a long time. Let's get back on the road with them as they're traveling around the country. Rochelle and Kevin, this is for you. When Grandpa prayed.
I was standing in the kitchen after dinner on a Sunday, not thinking much of nothing, listening to the Cowboys play. When he picked up my old guitar, I know he couldn't play a chord. I had to stop and listen as Grandpa softly praised the Lord. Oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then in my soul, what was lost had come alive. Then it took me back to another place and time. Yeah, back to the day when Jesus filled my heart. That all happened in an instant when Grandpa sang how great thou art. He's gone on to be with Jesus, but his memory remains. And I think about him often when I recollect that day. How something so simple as an old man and a song can take a wayward sinner and bring him back home to God. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration and then proclaim, my God, how great thou art. And in my soul, what was lost had come alive. And it took me back to another place and time. Yeah, back to the day that Jesus filled my heart. That all happened in an instant. Grandpa sang how great thou art. I'm closer now with Jesus, 'cause Grandpa sang how great thou art.
And that was Sunshine Road. Next up is Second Generation God can. Always.
If you're facing a mighty big giant, well, God can take him out of the way. Or if you're struggling up a mountain of trials, gotta move them aside if you'll pray. He can part the water surrounding you, set your feet on dry land. Whatever it is you think you can't do, God can.
God can part your troubled waters. He can mend your broken heart. God can ease your heavy burden
And put together whatever's apart.
God can take a heart that is black with sin, and with the blood of Jesus make it over again.
Whatever it is you think you can't do,
God can.
It wasn't the strength of little David that brought Goliath down, and it wasn't the power of Moses that's with that scene gave his people dry ground. It was God who kept the 3 men alive in the fire. It was part of his wonderful plan. So whatever it is you think you can't do,
God can. God can part your troubled waters. He can mend your broken heart. God can ease your heavy burden
and put together whatever's apart.
God can take a heart that is black with sin, and with the blood of Jesus make it over again.
Whatever it is you think you can't do,
God can.
whatever it is you think you can't do, oh,
God can.
I know my God can. Oh, yes, He can.
Hallelujah.
This is Gospel Music Today.
I think I just messed up my system trying to get things going here this morning, and you get a full view of me as I accidentally hit the wrong button. But next up, I got a really great treat for you. Here we go.
The story had been told all over Israel about the Nazarene, how he could make the blind see, cause the lame to walk, make the leper clean. But now for 3 days he had laid in a borrowed tomb, and it would soon become just another empty room. And in his death and resurrection, he would do more than all he'd done in 33 years before. He took the sting away from death, he took the victory from the grave, gave an alternative to hell. You don't have to go that way. Took the smile from Satan's face, won the battle over sin. He's the only sinless one to ever die and rise again. In 2,000 years since he arose from the grave, it's amazing what he's done with 3 decades, 3 nails, 3 days. The story has been told all over the wide world about the Nazarene, how he could make the blind see, cause the lame to walk, make the leper clean. This is more than just an old story, cause I know how Jesus transformed me. And the longer I know him, the more I'm amazed at all he's done with 3 decades.
And that was our good friend Greg. As we're getting ready to get out of here, we got some more good tunes for you tomorrow. This goes out to my good friend, Mr. Tony Dean, little Noah Dean, Jimmy Dean, and Tina Dean of the Dean family. But they're called Dean. One of my favorite songs from them.
Deathbed, fighting for his life. The doctor said, I'm sorry, as we gathered by his side. So I took him by the hand to say my last goodbyes, when a frail and feeble voice spoke up and gave me this reply. And said, you can't tell me I'm dying when heaven's gates swing open wide, and Jesus there to welcome me to the other side. On the cross, deserving what they get, but one said, Lord, remember me. It was his last request. The drunkard and the addict, we seem to forget, but Christ died just the same if you're standing by their bed. So just remember, Jesus loves them, and he died for their sin. And don't be one to cast a stone, he'll judge in the end. You can't tell me heaven's gates swing open wide, and Jesus died away.
What a great voice. What a great song. You Can't Tell Me I'm Dying. 1 year later, the man is, all over the place, and we thought he was going to wind up passing away, but God had a plan for Mr. Tony Dean, and he's back at it again. We miss our good friends, and we hope to catch up with them very soon. Well, we got one more song as we're going to ride out of here this morning, and it's by the Rowland family. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow on the Chuck Bryant Show.
One like I've never been before. I keep searching for a way out. Seems like padlocks are on the door. Oh, there must be another sunrise, another sunset that I'll see. God will make this trial a blessing. That's the love He has for me. God will make this trial a blessing, though it sends me to my knees, though my tears flow like a river. Yet in Him there's sweet release. There's no need to get discouraged. There's no need to talk defeat. God will make this trial a blessing, and the whole wide world will see. I was not the first one to come into this place. You see, every child of God, this test he must face. It is here that God will mold you and make you what you ought to be. God will make this trial a blessing. Just be patient, you will see. Now I'm standing on the mountain, looking back I can see. While I was in that lowest valley, His strong hand was leading me. Oh, it's good to see the sunshine and to taste sweet victory. God has made this trial a blessing. Oh, His grace He gives to me. God will make this trial a blessing, though it sends me to my knees, though my tears flow like a river. Yet in Him there's sweet relief. There's no need to get discouraged. There's no need to talk defeat. God will make this trial a blessing, and the whole wide world will see.
And y'all have a blessed day, and may God be with you. And we'll see y'all back here again tomorrow on the Chuck Bryant Show.